Hey, this is Simon from Hogan and Mitchell Physio, and in this video I am going to tell you what causes shin splints, how to avoid it, and exercises to get rid of it. Check it out. So number one, what causes shin splints? So shin splints is basically irritation of the soft tissues on the inside of your shin, or the bone itself. That bone is your shin bone, or the tibia. It can get called Medial Tibial Stress Syndrome. Shin splints, Medial Tibial Stress Syndrome, doesn't really matter, it's exactly the same thing. So tip number two, how to avoid getting shin splints. So the two main groups of people who get shin splints are brand new runners or anyone who is a regular runner who is trying to either increase their speed or increase their distance. And basically what happens is the soft tissue says, I am not happy, I am not liking this, and it gets painful. So how do you avoid getting shin splints? Well, there's some really easy tips that we can give you to help you avoid getting shin splints. Simple tip number one, go steady. Loads of people do what we call boom and bust. Now that means that you've done too much, too soon, in too short a space of time. So the easy way to solve that problem is basically to go slower, reduce your distance, or have more days rest in between your runs. A second reason for getting shin splints is overstriding. Overstriding means you taking a longer stride to try and go faster or further. When or if you do that, it means that you get loads more pressure going down those tissues on the inside of your shin, meaning they get painful. The solution? Well, it's an easy one on this. Shorten your stride. It will feel a bit strange first of all, but if you shorten your stride, it's a really simple way to reduce the amount of pressure going through those soft tissues, and your shins will thank you for it. Another reason that some people can get their shin pain is because of their stride pattern. There is no correct stride pattern. You might be a heel striker, you might be a midfoot striker, you might be a forefoot striker. If you are a heel striker and you know you're a heel striker, we would try just for a short period of time to adjusting to a more midfoot planting position when you land, and your shins should reduce because you're reducing the amount of stress that's going through those soft tissues. Another reason, a really simple one to change, is rubbish trainers. If your trainers are old, you've done loads of mileage in them, you've lost all that shock absorption capacity, it is time to buy some new ones. So get down the shop, buy some new trainers, problem sorted. One question we get asked a lot is, should I wear orthotics or insoles? Now, the jury's out on this one. Some people like it, some people don't. There is some evidence to show that if you are suffering from shin pain and you increase the support in the medial arch of your foot, that you will reduce your shin pain. So if you want to give it a go, buy some off-the-shelf orthotics, shove them in your shoes, have a few runs and see how you get on. If your pain's better, brilliant. If it's not, put them back in the cupboard. So, final tip number three. What exercises should you do for your shin splints? So the simplest things is to follow all of the recommendations in tip number two. Reduce your stride length. Maybe consider changing your stride pattern for a short period of time. Maybe try some insoles. Check out the wear on your trainers. And you've already done many things you can try. The final thing you can do to try and exercise your shin splint pain away is to get stronger. Now, you might be weak in the muscle tissues of the inner part of your shin. It might be in your calf. It might even be in your butt. So, if you think you are weak, or even if you're not weak, start putting some strength training into your weekly running regime. By getting stronger, those muscles are able to absorb more of the forces of you as you run forwards. And that means your shins get less of a hammering. And guess what? That means less pain. So if you have got shin splints and you found this useful, stick a comment below and share it with any runners you know. Hit the subscribe button here for more running related rehab.